All right. How is everybody doing? We're going to start playing with some Can of Chunky decks. Can of Chunky is a viewer that we have. Um, I've noticed he plays a lot of Mono Black Ugin, and this is his updated list. So I'm interested to give that one a try. But he did also post this one in our Discord. If you're interested in the checking out the Discord, please look at the link in the description of the channel. It has a link to our Discord. But he left this one here, so I'm kind of interested to try his fixed deck. And the whole idea of a deck like this is you're trying to get as much stuff in your graveyard as possible for the 5 casting cost, and then cast Fix What's Broken and bring it all back into play. So we're going to give this one a whirl. Let me first fix something with the stream. There we go. All right. Can open the studio. We're good. Just checking to see I can make sure I can read everything people are typing. All right. We're going to get into some gameplay here. So fix what's broken. Hey, Nacho, how's it going? Good to see you. It's been a while since I streamed and really busy with life. Kind of getting in the way of things. We're going to mulligan this one. We don't have any red. Guess we could use this as a discard. Maybe we'll keep that. Alexander, how's it going? Hey, Larry, how's it going? So, does my mic sound good for everybody? Just want to make sure that's working. All right, we can do a tap land to start. This is a really good card. Okay, we can kill that with the Bitter Triumph. And another Bitter Triumph, too. We'll discard a card. We'll do the Terror first. How's everyone doing tonight? Good seeing everybody. And another Badger Mole. We're going to go after that, too. Not seeing our land, unfortunately. I would love to drop our Dragonstorm, but we really do need to Badger Mole or get rid of those Badger Moles. Discard a card. After that. I don't think I've played with this card before. Kind of a nice one. Ooh, that's a really good one. Now I wish we had our bidders for that. We've got our Helix, but we cannot find it. We found our Fix. Let's see what we could find here. Ooh, okay. I think we'll do this. And that already brings it out of the range of the Helix. Alright, appreciate it, Nacho. Yeah, I think they got us on this one. We just didn't have our Helixes early enough to kill off the Hydra. 5. I suppose we can still go after these, right? Yeah. I guess we could have killed these creatures and then still be good. For those that haven't caught this, I'm actually playing a couple different decks from Canna Chunky tonight. Canna Chunky is a viewer of the channel. He posted in the Discord. Um, one deck. This is the deck he actually posted, which is the Fix deck. I'll show it off here real quick. There we go. Whole idea is to drop as many of these 5-drops into your graveyard and then cast Fix What's Broken, and then kind of go from there. So this is one of the decks I'm going to play tonight. And then another one I found actually at MTG Decks, which was a Canna Chunky deck as well. If you know anything about him, or if you've seen him on MTG Decks, he has a pet Ugin mono black deck that he seems to play a lot. And this looks like it's the latest iteration. So I want to give this one a whirl too. It's been a minute since I did a mono black Ugin deck, so I want to give it a run. We'll keep on the Fixed deck for a little while, though. Interesting hand. We haven't found a whole lot of red mana to start things off. We do have the Bitter Triumphs, which I really do like at the beginning of the game. Be able to get the Terror of the Peaks in the yard. Yeah, I apologize that I haven't been streaming much lately. It's been really a lot going on in my life right now. Let's put it that way. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm throwing the yard. Work has been crazy, and obviously all the personal life with my family and stuff too has been pretty busy. Summertime gets pretty busy for us as we start getting into it. We can Bitter Triumph that. I'm wondering if we hold off. I need to fix the arts on this thing. Just do this. We do have another Bitter Triumph. Hey, Rummy, how's it going? Good seeing you again. Well, that's a pretty good one. I don't think I've seen this one in this deck. Seer's pretty strong, but we don't have red mana. I do think we just pitch both those. I was trying to get to our red mana. That does help fuel up the fear of missing out also. We got creature, instant, land. And we just need like a sorcery or something. Another sword now. No red mana. Hey Neil, how's it going? Yeah, I live. It's been a rough go for trying to stream. It's been a rough go for even posting videos, to be honest with you. Just a lot going on. It's good seeing you again. Hopefully all is well. Am I gonna pump? Kind of saving this so you can pump. And then we're gonna discard card, go after this one. And we'll discard that one. Yeah, I have a son and a wife. And we got a bunch of stuff going on, especially this time of year. But work is also, it's really busy time for work. I'm a project manager, so my customer that I work with, this is kind of their busy time of the year because we're working hard on the Black Friday kind of fall pre-Christmas stuff right now. Same dirt, different shirt, exactly. That's how it goes. Seam rip is really good. Fix what broke in. We can get our 2 creatures, 3 creatures. We can actually kill that one. Oh, we're down too low to do it, though. Yeah, they got us. That's unfortunate. It's way too low. Yep, can't get there. How's the business going there, Neil? Get back in it. Another game. Curious what you guys, everyone that's watching, what you guys think is going to happen with the bannings on Monday. Are we going to see some shakeup in the formats, or what do you guys expect to happen? We'll go first here. We actually have red mana. Yeah, let's do it. No, it doesn't help there, does it, Neil? It really does make it rough on people. Do a surveil to start. We'll keep that. Got the Bitter Triumph to do a discard if we want. I'd rather draw. Put that down. Mold to the list. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Badger Mole gets cubbed. I'm kind of hoping Storm Chaser hits it as well. Let's do this. You're missing out. Probably one we want to keep. Let's get rid of this just so we can toss that. I think Storm Chaser's Talent's a strong one in too many of the decks. I think there still needs to be another thing in the Landfall deck that needs to get hit, and then another thing in the Izzet deck beyond that. So I almost think like there should be 4 bannings, but I could be. My guess is they're actually pretty happy with how the format is, so we'll see what it actually shakes out. Go after this again. Gain some life, so that's a good thing. I keep hearing people, especially ones that don't play Standard and are just like around Magic, think that it's very healthy. It plays very similar to how Modern did back in like 2012, where you're getting kind of into the turn 3 format, and I don't think that's necessarily a good thing for Standard, but that's my opinion, I guess. So we'll see what people actually do. Let's get Fear Missing Out down. We can tear for the peak. Draw. Would have been nice to have that in our yard. And turn. So we do have 2 creatures. And we can kill quite a bit of stuff with that too. We might just cast this, to be honest with you. Storm Chaser, Badger Mole, or both. But they're concerned that Izzet will still emerge. Yeah. Izzet powerful if the ramp behind Badger Mole takes out the competition. Yeah. I think they need to do both Storm Chaser and Badger Mole. I would actually really like to see the Earthbending Enchantment probably hit it as well. Because that's really what kind of puts the glue together for everything, in the sense that it gives stuff trample. You can't just chump block when that's on the battlefield. Like, even with Might Form's not that big of a deal if you're not giving your creature trample. That'd be a nice one to get rid of. Izzet's a tough one. What else do you get rid of in Izzet? It might be one of the bounce spells. It's probably that bounce draw, but if you're getting rid of Storm Chasers, I don't think that really matters. All right, pass. They got quite a bit of stuff going on here. My turn. I think we just have to destroy. Too bad we don't have an extra mana. We could do double. I think we just have to do this. 5. And destroy here. And yeah. We'll attack out there. They still have quite a bit of mana, but we'll slow them down a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty good play. Jeez. Nice one. Let's see here. We just have no shot with that. They killed our best card, and we're just kind of hosed here. Yeah, that's the issue is Badger Mole with the Landfall deck is the counter to the Izzet. So if you get rid of Badger Mole and or anything in the counter deck or in the Landfall deck that ceases to make it good, or the best, I should say, Izzet's going to run rampant. So you definitely have to do something to Izzet. Yeah, I agree. Izzet has, it's funny when you look at like the Izzet decks. There's like 3 different versions of the Izzet decks that have very little crossover for cards, at least in my mind, where it's not like, and the cards that do have crossover have often have replacements that are pretty close to just as good. Let's see, what goes first? Let's keep it. It's kind of a fool's errand too, thinking that doing a couple bannings is going to solve anything. Because as soon as you do that, people are going to start being mad at Mind Bitten or something like that. Fix what's broken. Do we want that? I guess we need it in our hand. We just don't have anything in the yard yet. We get Dragonstone. That or we just Bitter Triumph to slow them down. Let's start with the Helix, because we might want to just cast a discard here. Revelation would be good. We're going to want to get rid of the Badger Mole. Trying to slow them down as much as possible. Probably do this, just in case we have really good surveillance. We can go to Triumph. We'll discard a card. Right now the meta is boring because Visit, Reanimator, Mono Green, and Auras. Any changes to any of them make one run right to the top. Agreed. Agreed. A friend of mine still salty about Vivi, but it was necessary. It was broken. Yeah, Vivi. That was beyond just a good deck. That was literally like a broken card in multiple formats. So they had to get rid of that, unfortunately, or fortunately. Ouroborade's kind of rough here. Let's drop. You're missing out. We want to discard. It's going to be one of these. Probably this. Oh, I wish we were on a land. Oh, I don't want that. Let's put this in our hand. And then we have a decent Fix What's Broken turn next turn. I guess we only have 2. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, we're already down to... They got us. Yeah. We're not getting around that one. We'll give one more game on this one. I think I still like the other version of the Fix What's Broken that I was playing. This one just... At 3-3, I'm not quite up on it. We'll try one more, though. We're playing the Island Mentals build. That no one seems to have the answer for. 28-2, holy smokes. Went from Platinum 4 to Mythic in 2 hours. That's crazy. That's a heck of a run. Good job. What goes? You know, that's one of those funny ones where, and I've had that happen before, where you play a deck and you just go crazy. I played an Island Mental deck, and I just struggled with it. But I think it was just happened to be the roll of the dice. How we ended up just the decks we faced. Do a tap land. Got some removal here, which is good. I do got to give that Island Mentals another run. There's a reason why you haven't seen it on the channel, is because I just did so badly with it the first time I played it. Restless Events. I'm gonna discard a card. Restless Events down. An awful lot of land. We can double Helix, or can we? We drop one down pass. Ooh. Pretty good for them. I do have a version of this deck that I wanted to play too tonight. That's in my play queue. Ooh. That's not good. We get to fix what's broken, but we only have the one card in there. You know, it's funny that you mentioned the name thing. I mispronounced my own name. The reason is when my grandparents actually moved to another state, so the state we live in. They said this is what the story I was told when I was a kid. Um, the people in the state couldn't pronounce her name correctly, so they just went with what everybody said. So the way that I've known my name the whole time was Maleka, and apparently, and I found this out by going to a family reunion, the correct way to pronounce my name is Malika. So now I'm curious, which way did you and your wife say my name was pronounced? We're gonna die anyways, but we'll just have fun. And also, I can't remember which version I built. Let me see if I can find the deck list. I don't know if I still have it. Hey, Canna Chunky. We're actually playing. We were playing your deck that you posted in the Discord. That's what we played so far, and then I found your Ugin blacklist that you've been playing. This must be your updated list here. I found this on MTG Decks, so we're actually playing your decks tonight. We're looking for what version of Mono Blue Elementals? All right, Neil, this is the version that I was playing. So it has the 4 Crab, 2 of the Shoreless Sea, 4 Sunderflocks, has the get outs. Every time I see it played by somebody else, it plays really well. I just haven't had luck, but I only gave it really one go at it, so I gotta play it more. So eventually you'll see this on the channel. I just haven't had a whole lot of luck with it yet. The fixed deck did. Interesting. Are you able to, Neil, are you able to post that in the Discord? I'd be interested to see your list and give that one a whirl. Let me, I can post the Discord link in the chat here. That's linked to the Discord. In the meantime, I'm going to give your Black Ugin list. Now, I will say, Chunky, I've been watching you. Your name pops up quite a bit on MTG Decks when I scroll through the lists, and you've been playing Mono Black Ugin a ton. I want to say you had what, like 300 games on the deck, and this must be a newer build of the deck that you were playing. Hey, Rummy, which deck are you talking about? I don't think there's any green decks. Ads. All right, we're going to give the black deck a whirl here. And then once Neil gets the other deck posted, we can give that one a whirl too. Yeah, for some reason your Ugin deck was showing that it had like a new posting. I was wondering why that was. Because it had a pretty good win record for the new posting. We'll try this. I like the ramp. Really, the only thing I would change with the deck with the new sets is I would look at your sweepers because you might have a better idea of sweepers and or the paradigm card, the mono black paradigm, which can do the card draw. That would be a really good card in this deck, especially once you get Ugin down. Yeah, that's awesome that you hit Mythic. I haven't done it yet. I haven't really tried to, but I haven't hit her yet. Let's go for the Annex. We can get the core down next turn. Got Hex. We'll flash in the Sneakling. They cover up. And flash that in. First half of Diamond was a little rough as I was working out the deck. It just seems to work the way it is, for me at least. The only card that I questioned was that 5-drop 3/3 flyer. It does have haste and it does have that discard ability, so I can see where it came into play, but it just, when I was playing it, it just didn't feel right. Maybe I just didn't hit the right timing for it. Well, let's just get this in. Ooh, again. That'll be good to get rid of the Annex. Break up their core Annex combo. Yeah, no problem, Neil. No rush. Tragedy Feaster. We can betray that. We can Ugin it too. We might have to Ugin it. All depends on what we draw, I guess. Get this out. We did get another land, which is good. That can give us this. And we still betray them. So after that. Because now we can 0 Ugin and do a betrayal. And then attack in.
My timeless wisdom guides your hand. I know many arcane.
And then they'll have 6 damage. Okay. I always like being in a position like this because a sweeper isn't going to get rid of all your threats. They can get rid of your Annex, but you still got creatures you can attack in with. Ugin's a big threat. Back in. Malachi. Malachi? Maleka is how I pronounce it. Malika is the correct pronunciation. Slash through. Oh, look at that. Went for the sweeper, but we still have the core. Oh. What's he going to do with
My
that?
job is to
Team
teach.
relay.
Yours, I have life essence
Or
to
to run
spare.
really doesn't do it. Can we... Let's see here. This is going to be 4 to turn that on. We can do 4 damage in. Let's start with the plus. Oh, that's
Open
probably a
your
good one to
mind
do.
to possibility.
Because we can do 4 damage in, and then 4 damage at the end of the turn and kill them. Alright, GG. Alright, we got the list here. Let's give this one a whirl, Neil. By the way, I always love the Ugin list there, Canna Chunky. Always fun to play them. What are you playing that I don't have? You have 3 of these. You know what? I don't have any mythics. So I'm going to be short on that. We'll give that a whirl and do it that way. I just used up my last mythic today. Alright, let's switch this over to Elementals, or Island Mentals we call it. Alright, we'll try it. It wasn't due the fixed deck. I was not doing as great as I was traditionally doing with the 5-drop fixed decks. It could have just been matchups that I faced. I didn't play a ton of games. I think we played probably about 4 or 5 with it, and I probably won 2, so maybe like 2 and 3. Yep, Thunderflack with the crab, absolutely. Yeah, we'll keep that. Shoot, I thought that was instant. That was a mistake. It is a mirror match, isn't it? Alright, flow state. 2 in our hand. I just want to go with those. Bet we didn't hit land. They flow stated themselves. We're gonna be digging for some land here. Alright, we found we'll discard 2. I really need to look to see how to play this deck better, because I'm not even sure what cards to keep at this point. I kind of want to keep the bounce off. I should have kept one of the bounce offs. Yeah, I should have kept the bounce off. Opt. I don't mind the land, actually. Choose 2. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say that, Neil. At one point in the time, I'd probably say I was a smart player, but definitely not now. I will say what I've learned. So this is the first time I've ever, in the last year here, or the last, I guess we'd say, what, 9 months? Close to 9 months now that I've been doing this YouTube thing. I'm playing a different deck every single day, and a lot of times I'm playing multiple decks a day. And what I've discovered is when you're not playing the same deck as much as a normal player would when they're playing a deck, you make a lot of mistakes. And I do make a lot of silly mistakes, and a lot of it's just not reading the cards right. Especially because I'm kind of time crunched on producing videos, and I'm concerned about the videos and not really about the gameplay as much. So I do make a ton of mistakes when it comes to that, especially because I'm not familiar with the decks. We'll bounce this. And then we'll do a crab of our own. Yeah, it's a very unique thing to play virtually a different deck every single day. I do have some repeats in there, but it's pretty rare. Okay. Probably shouldn't let that happen. Huh? I always say that you need to have, like, before you're competent playing a typical deck, you need to get, like, at least, like, 20 full gaming sessions. And I don't mean games. I mean, like, if you're playing match play, that's going to be like 40 games at a minimum. And that's just to feel competent and not necessarily playing the deck the best. Because there's always a lot of unique lines of play. And a good example is like the Landfall deck. You can play that deck. If you don't know what's going on with the deck and you try playing it, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. If you play it for like 40 games, you're going to get the gist of it. And you're going to be successful in a lot of different ways with it. But you're not going to maximize out your wins because you're not going to be hitting every land drop perfectly. We can get that back out, which would be nice. Well, we can't. Never mind. Doesn't matter because it's an elemental. We just want to get it down anyways, right? I shouldn't have cast that right away. I guess if they're holding on to a bounce, it did kind of prevent that from firing. They did unsummon there. We'll just recast, right? Thunder Flock. Sorry, everybody, this isn't the most exhilarating gameplay against playing the mirror match here. Yeah, that's awesome, Cannon Chunky. It's great to get to Mythic. He's got another crab. Okay, he taps that down. Oh shoot, I meant to bounce that before his attack step. Guess it doesn't matter anymore, right? Yeah, he's definitely got something he's holding up. End of their turn. Get bounce crab, and then try to get in for damage. See what we can find. We will counter that triggered ability. Jeez. Alright, they kind of got us, I think. They've obviously played the deck more than me. Yeah, you're right. You just replay it. Well, actually, no. I was countering the ability, so he can't replay it. The crab was going to hit the field. I was just countering the ability. Yeah, it is unfortunate that he had the Glen Alejandro. He had the answer for that one. All right, beat us up here. Come on. Down to 1. Yeah, they've got us, don't they? I don't think we have anything that can really beat Thunderflock's not getting there. Alright. We'll move on. Weird mirror match. Let's try playing the deck without playing against another mirror match. Alright. Oh, instead of the Shoreless Seas. Okay. Gotcha. I know what you're talking about now. It's hard to follow sometimes with chat being behind a little bit. Let me look to see. You have the bounce off, return target creature or vehicle. Well, you shouldn't. I can't bounce the. Was it the land that the Shoreless Seas? Oh, you're talking about the other, the creature, the elude. Okay, we'll keep this. We'll try it. Green black. Yes, yes I do. I don't have draw really other than the stories, I guess. It's under 3 for Thunderblock, that's not good. It will be good later in the game, but it's not good now. Opia. Winter Night Stories. Think we're gonna do that. I just noticed the name. Yeah, human resources, that is good. Gotta talk to the old HR. See, they're ramping on too. We just need to find our creature. Our other elementals. And there it is. I don't want to discard a creature. We can discard... Bounce off. And a full state. Now we're going to hold off and flash in the crab. We're okay with that. Get rid of a Sunder. So the creatures aren't as important. I was thinking having more creatures would be beneficial. We'll get the crab in play. Then we can protect it with the intrusion. 0. Come on, pass the turn. And then we'll get Sunderflock down next turn. We're going to protect this. Counter it. We don't have any protection now, unfortunately. See if we can find something. Hey, look at that. Look at that, sleight of hand. We'll do a single Sunderflock. We'll attack him first. That way, if they have like a sweeper, we can detect intrusion. Alright, that's not that big a deal. Low state first. Yep, got that one. Good. We gain life, so now we can do this. That's why we did that. This and see if we can find. Discard one. Trying to find another counter. I guess we can grab it. Grab a crab. Just in case. So if they get another sweeper, they can sweep, but then we got another crab that we can cast. Thunder than Winter. Wow. I'm actually doing the plays that you'd recommend. Good. I'm glad to see that. Day of Judgment. That's kind of what we were expecting. And then we can cast Crab, and hopefully he doesn't have removal.
The bonds I build are unbreakable.
Too bad we didn't keep the Sunderflock now.
True strength comes from within.
Get the Crab out. Doing a lot of sleight of hands here. We choose one. Oh, man. Kind of want to do the crab, actually. Because that'll be good at the end of next turn. Get out will be good. Opt. And go again. Another get out. Alright, let's attack. Do I just kill this? I'm not too concerned about that, actually. Let's just deal damage to him. That's not creating any creatures. It just doesn't seem like it's going to do much until it's the -8. Let's see here. Okay, they're getting 6 life off that. Cornucopia, man. This is just a busted card in a lot of ways. With a lot of these 2-pip, different pip colored cards. Up to 20. He gave more than... No, he was 6, yeah. No, he gave more than that. Holy smokes. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Steel yourself for battle.
Gotta counter it, I suppose. But I don't feel too threatened with what he's been doing. Critic token, that's a copy of token you control. Yeah. He doesn't have any tokens, so we're good there. get the crab out so we can get some damage in. Ooh, another crab is good. I'm a little tempted actually to cast this on our turn, and we do have our 2 get outs in hand to counter anything. This will allow us to do Winter Night Stories as well. Let's do that. Since we have the 2 counters in hand. Hold on here. Target creature enchantment spell. I guess maybe we're risking too much on that. It doesn't do, it's not a straight up counter. It's creature enchantment. I think we should still be pretty good with that, right? Let's try to find something. Ooh. Can decline and do that. You can get your crab back. Ah, I guess I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Return 1 or 2 target creature cards you own to your hand. Which means I can get these guys back. Got it. Again, you need to read the cards, right? Or I need to read the cards. Can return a creature to our hand. Destroy all creatures. Turn this to our hand. We can play it back right away. Reading is for chumps. Man. I tell ya. It's amazing how much better you can play this game when you actually read the cards.
True strength comes from within.
This is the only deck I've ever seen this card played in. Which makes sense if it's relying on that second ability there. Get this down. 0. I only have 1 card. I mean, we're set up in pretty good spot. Oh, Detect Intrusion's really good. We're going to return. Oh, shoot. Again, reading. I should have read that from the battlefield. I thought I said graveyard. Man. Okay. Return 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. This is not from the graveyard. Okay. Back in. Agreed, I should have. I just misread the card again. I could have bounced them all back, absolutely. We're gonna counter that. I don't want him drawing cards. Yeah, I apologize, Neil. I am butchering your deck here. We can keep those both up. There we go. Let's see what they do. They're top decking, so.
Steel yourself for battle.
Your keyboard is steaming, though. I believe it. My turn. Attack in. So the question is, let's see here. Do I have to attack this now? X is your life total. I think we do. Because that's just going to be like infinite blockers for him. We can cast this to draw a card. Save that for the end of their turn. I think we'll bounce if he tries going after the crab.
Trust yourself and you shall win.
Oh shoot, meant to opt. Or we could dig deeper. Alright. Attack in. Get him down a little bit. We'll be able to cast this and still have our counter spell up. It's nice that we don't have to pay for these. Oh yeah, I can do the detect on the Planeswalker's ability. I kind of want to keep it up though for another sweeper or something. Especially now that I have this. I guess I just drew that, so you wouldn't know that. I do think I got lucky on this one. Okay, well, we can counter this. Alright, GG. Holy moly. How many misplays I had. I'm surprised we pulled that one out. Now that I know what some of the cards do, maybe I can start playing it a little bit better. Yeah, I got lucky I had that counter spell up at the end. Go first, we'll keep it. Both instants. This is a sorcery. Get that down right away. Land is always good. Okay, green. Not super worried about that. Here's my inhaler. Alright, we'll only play one more game of this one, Neil. I think we're actually going to bounce the teacher's pet to slow him. Detect intrusion's pretty good. We can tap down their creatures next turn with Crab. I guess we don't have enough yet. Go for a card draw. Do we want to discard? I'm going to decline that. Do 1 land. Intrusion. Now we can do the shoreless if we want to. Or Crab. Bronco. Probably has count or creature destruction. Makes me kind of want to hold that up. We do have 4 mana. Let's just pass the turn. That I'm gonna counter. Just bet. $15. 15. Grab. Protect. Let's get this guy out. Cast that. Thunderflock's really good. So we'll be able to Thunderflock here next turn. I should have cast Winter Knight. That was an error. I guess we left this block back for blocking. Thunderfox would be fantastic here. I don't even care that he gains all this. You only really can attack him with the Death Touch and the Menace. And we can Thunderflock, and then we have Detect Intrusions. Yep. Oh, that's not good. We have to do that, right? We don't have enough mana. Shoot. Detect down the pullback. Yeah. I missed that one, Neil. Pull out the inhaler. I was tapped out, so I didn't have, or wouldn't let me cast it, because I was tapped out. I needed a land. Shoot. I think he has it. We already have one. I guess we got to try to find another Thunderflock. this. Start a creature card. Flow state. Jeez. We'll try. We need to survive a turn at least. And then try to have everything. I don't think we're going to do it, but... Shoot. Yeah, I could have cast... Well, the Whisper would be... I would have been one card deeper. I'm thinking we can survive this turn. This gets bigger. You could block the Channeler with the Crab. And saddle. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to block that. 9, 10, 11. Yep. So then we're just going to be digging, trying to find our Thunderflock. We still have these. I could have cast these, right? Because there's 0. But it doesn't really matter because we couldn't cast the Thunderflock anyways. There's nothing in his graveyard, so that doesn't matter. Alright, we gotta dig for it. Let's do the Ops first. Specifically looking for Thunderflock. You know what? Gonna do that and try to find. Go a couple cards deeper. There it is. Oh, shoot. I don't have enough land. They got it. All right, Neil. I'll practice that one off camera for you so that I can get better before I play it again. We'll go back into the Ugin one where I'm a little more familiar with it. All right. What goes first? We got a Vendetta. Yeah, I definitely need to get the reps on that deck to play it decent. Enough to record a video for it, at least. So your opponent goes first. We'll keep this one. We have a little bit of removal. We have ramp. Don't want Neil to have a heart attack. I tend not to get too stressed out playing the decks. Ramp up here. So what do you guys think I named for Ancient? Were we thinking Annex? Ooh, okay, Raul.
Please, save your questions for after, my dear. You really should take my advice.
Surveil might give us information. Okay, Overlord. He's probably playing stuff with 3 casting costs, so Slasher is definitely a possibility. What do you guys think? Slasher? The Rawl just tells me that this is they probably have some decent 3-drops that they're going after with this. And I think Slasher is probably their strongest one. Let's go for Slasher. Oculus. What am I? They didn't even have blue cards in their hands, so I didn't even think about it. They don't even have Slasher in their deck. All right. Yeah, I played a version of this deck, but they got me because I didn't see any blue at all. Hey Neil, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sorry for stressing you out. It is definitely fun to play in the islands. Thank you very much. Helps out the channel. Yeah, he's got the Oculus, unfortunately. He is going to go off right here. We do have the Deadly Cover-Up we can cast. He has the -2 ability. We can just go after the Oculus. We don't have enough in there yet. So next turn we'll go for the Oculus. That was a mistake too. That island deck, man, threw me. I'm even making mistakes here. I should have done Archive into the Betrayal. That way I would have the Archive down. Ooh, they got another Oculus. Okay. I mean, we're going to go after the Oculus with the Deadly Cover-Up. I think we can get the other Oculus down, which is fine.
Time to pay you.
Got rid of the Rawl. Get that down. We'll go here. We'll go after the Oculus. Don't have the Oculus in hand. Alright. It's their main win con right there. I think we just slam the Hive Pool. He does have the Zombifies. I'm really glad he pitched some of those. Balgavas as well. He doesn't have anything crazy in his yard to revive. Well, that's actually pretty good because we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do this into the Hive Pool. I think we attack in. We'll take 5 off of this, and then leave back a blocker going forward. Could even attack him with the Sanctuary next turn if we want. It's all good, Chunky. Misplaying is part of the game, you know? That's how you learn, that's how you grow, that's how you find the ins and outs of decks, and also helps you when you play against those decks to know what their weaknesses are. So he was able to get his creature back. Yeah, so we're even with an Ugin, we're dead here. Hex ain't doing it. I guess Ugin would have done it. We could have sacrificed 3 to get that down. We can block, take 9. We got Reef. We can kill with the Hex. We could survive 1 turn, possibly. But not enough to make it matter. They can Day of the Black Sun and just attack him. Let's see if they do that. Because that's the proper play here. Day of the Black Sun for 2. I guess that also works. Let's switch over to the white version. This is the one that I was playing last week. This is my mono white version. Here, let's look at the deck first, just to show everybody what it is. I really enjoy this one against a creature heavy meta. Obviously, this thing does not do very good against spell only decks, but I really liked throwing Expel the Interlopers in there. The ability to keep all of your slivers that you created, because you can do a number that's higher, really was awesome. And the nice thing is, so between this and the split up, they both work really well with the slivers, and you can kind of orchestrate where you're destroying all the opponent's creatures and keeping yours, which is really kind of neat. And then Authority of the Council and split up works really well together too, so that's why I really like this deck. Early birds on my candle. Going back at rank, you know, I don't pay attention to rank, to be honest with you. It's really hard to when you're producing videos every day. I play so many different decks and a lot of bad decks. Like, you guys don't even see half of the decks that I play, just to see, because I'm trying to play different decks. If they're not good decks, or if they're not, you know, even okay decks, I'm not going to record a video of those. So I usually try to give a whirl. I try to give like 2 to 3 games worth of a deck before I start recording the video of it. And man, I tell you, that really hurts your rank. Opponent goes first. We'll keep it. Got some removal, a little bit of ramp. Yeah, I really like this deck. I play a lot of different Ugin decks. I'm pretty good with those. All right. We hex this right away. I think we're gonna ramp. We could have kept this up, but I think ramping matters. All right. What's the card in this deck to go after? We have a Vendetta. We can go after anything. Are you guys familiar with this deck at all? Looks like it's Izzet so far. They've played a Duelist of the Mind and a Laughing Mad. Giving you guys a second if you have any answer. Otherwise, they'll just archive. No? Alright, we'll just throw this down. Got a lot of flashbacks. Oh. Sorcerer's Screen. We can Ugin right now if we want to. That's actually not a bad idea. I know we're not going to kill anything, but it's a spell deck that we're playing against. The Annex, which is good.
My plan bears fruit.
Heavily Discovery. What's the spell that I'm thinking of? I think they're probably playing that color. Maybe it's worth it just to fire it off. Color the stallion. We got the Maestro. Oh, they can kill Ugin with this thing pretty easy. How are they playing with Rapturous and then they don't have the colorblind? So this is the colorblind deck, just not or color whatever deck. But they don't have the stallion in here. Interesting. So they're doing the Maestro instead. Okay. It was a close guess. Get this down. We will plus the Ugin. Ooh, that's a good draw. Nowhere to Run's actually not bad against the Maestro. We can kind of force him. Well, Day of the Black Sun. You can get the Maestro. I think what we're going to do is we're going to know where to run on the Maestro and kind of force him to cast some of his instants. And then we always can Day of the Black Sun. Core can actually also remove, which is good. The Goblin Maestro. Maestro, this is a strong card. Menace. 2 casting cost 2/2. Gets +1/+1 power. Ooh, he's got 2 of them. Day of the Black Sun just got significantly better. I want him to cast this charm because he can return target non-land permanent. Okay, well, I didn't want him to cast it on my own. But that seems like a waste on his side. Because now we can just do this. I guess he doesn't know that we're going to have that secondary core. He's going to do 7 damage to this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can kill the Ugin if I only plus. Like, he can attack in. You know, we're going to have to do it anyways. Gets rid of his creature.
Essence of this world. Power belongs to the patient.
And then we keep the Nord to run up. So he's going to kill our Ugin this turn. Yeah, I think a one of Vendetta in the deck is a good one, especially best of one, because you can cancel out a lot of decks with that. Think of like Mind Bitten is like a perfect example, or the um, or the beast deck. You get rid of one card out of that deck, it pretty much doesn't function very well. Yeah, they're just trying to find stuff here. They didn't go after Ugin, which is very good for us. We're going to flash this in. Can we kill them this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're down to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 2 off. Oh, and then this does damage too. And we can cast this. Okay. First things first, let's attack. Actually, let's do this first. Because they could kill this. Not kill this, but they could do some trick.
Energy for your efforts.
Okay, 3, that's 11 damage. Yeah, we'll take action on that. We're 1 off, aren't we? That's fine. They got to do a lot to stop that from not killing them. Unless they just combo off. I feel like I'm pretty good with the Vendetta most of the time. Plus, you can look up the deck lists. I always recommend when you're playing this card to have a browser handy. Kind of going off here, aren't they? I mean, we do have we have 39 life, though. And we got a blocker. I mean, they can kill the blocker. But they need more mana still. They're going after us. It has menace, so it doesn't matter. So the blocking doesn't actually matter. Okay, they got 13 mana. They're doing the full combo with this thing. Yeah, we should have killed Core. I guess this thing doesn't have this thing doesn't have haste yet, does it? We could have kept up. I guess I miscounted, so we could have kept them at 3 health and then kept up a mill to run. Well, they're milling us. That's what their deck does. Alright, GG's. I missed that when we looked through their deck. Been wanting to play Dinos again lately. I haven't played this in so long, but I've been watching some other people play it. I've been kind of itching to play it. It did so well for me last time I played it. We can get that into the graveyard, which is good. We just we have Zombify. Let's do it. Two Zombifies. Discard. Funny ramp. I think we just discard Bitter Triumph. Then we find our really nice land, our creatures. I think we just Zombify, right? Especially because we got two of them. They got removal. Kind of expecting it. They do. Hero's Downfall. Gotta give him credit. I haven't seen that one played in a while. This was always solid removal for standard. This used to be like considered elite removal. All things have changed. Momentum Breaker. Yeah, we'll discard. That's fine. Oh, bummer. Got rid of our good discard cards. Our good creatures in the yard. Get that out. Hopefully he doesn't have any more of the betrayals anytime soon. Discard there. There's Galta. I think we're just going to... Yeah, let's do this just to draw. Mikey. I mean, we're 2 turns away from just casting Mikey anyways. We have to get rid of our yard again. We can Bitter Triumph that, but they might just win. They might just have a combo here. We'll see. Let's do... this to get this in the yard. Then we Zombify it. Gain some life. That was pretty good. They only have 1 card left. I mean, they could have the Vampire. That's 5 casting cost, and that leaves, what, 1 open mana? That's fine. Okay, kills that. And we have Foggy Swamp, and that comes back too. Two. That's nasty. Jeez. And that's why I love this deck. Such a fun deck to play. They had double, so what they cast 2 strategic betrayals emptying our graveyard, a momentum breaker, and they swept our board, and we still managed to win with that. Well, Can of Chunky, Bitter Triumph hits walkers. So you could do Bitter Triumph, which does creatures and walkers. The only difference is you don't have to discard a card. And it costs one more to cast it. A lot of people consider the 3 casting costs too expensive in the current meta. That was a massacre. It was. We don't have creatures. We do have an early Foggy Swamp Visions if we can manage it. We just need to find stuff for our yard. Let's do this for black. Undertale. We'll Moxite next turn, and hopefully we get some really good drops. A Zombify. We do that. Gotta find them. I suppose we can't. We have to discard first, don't we? I think we just do it that way. We did everything to discard, so maybe this wasn't a great hand to keep. Tadgermole. Hopefully we draw something. Man, he is rampant. Not a great hand, man. Start down. Bit of Triumph. Discard a card. There's the Cavern. We haven't found a single creature yet. Yeah, a lot of times you're going to be discarding rather than losing 3 life. I get it, though. Yeah, we didn't get there. Galta. This is the downside of the deck. I shouldn't have kept that original hand because we didn't actually have to discard. We have removal here. We're still somewhat okay. We didn't get a removal. All right. GG. Man, I'm going down. I started today at middle of Diamond 2. I was trying to make a deck work for a video, and I went down. What did I play with that deck? It was like 7 games, and I won 2 of them. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna skip that one. It was an interesting deck. I'll show it after this. I like the concept. It just didn't have enough removal in it. This is a much better hand. If we get one more land, this has to come down tapped. If we get one more land, we can actually... One more untapped land, we can go off on turn 3 to get Ralph and Mikey. Put that down. I have to fix your ring. We'll go back to the fixed deck. We'll see how it goes, okay? We weren't having huge luck with it earlier. Discard a card. We are going to discard Ralph and Mikey. Passage will do it. Ooh. They can go off here if they wanted to. Maybe we should have discarded Tyrant for the life gain. Black, pay 2 life. Foggy Swamps. my graveyard. We'll get Mikey. Back in. We didn't get a single card. Okay, so they can do 1, 2, 3, 7, 10 damage here if they want. But that's not enough. Oh, it draws a card. That's going to be 11 damage, right? They just gave us the game. All right, GG. Yeah, I've always been one that just I just play all my games in ranked. I never worry about it. I tend to always hit mythic without problem by doing it that way, so I guess I never really thought about changing. Seems like more of a pain for me to switch it, to be honest with you. Oh. We'll have to go back to the other one. Sorry about that, Cannon Chunky. I told you we were going to do that. We're going to go back to the Cannon Chunky's fixed deck. Twin Flame. I gotta fix the artwork issue here. There we go. That is the deck. Slash is an interesting ad for this one. I thought that was kind of a neat 5-drop. This is the one I never felt great about. But we'll play it. It's funny you mentioned that, Chunky. I've found it doesn't matter which one I pick, whether it's unranked or play or whatever. I face sweaty decks everywhere. In fact, in the normal ladder, I probably face less sweaty decks than I do in the play queue for whatever reason, because I think people are using the play queue to fine-tune the sweaty decks, so they get, because they don't want to lose rank or something, which just seems so strange to me. Let's try this one, because we can put a lot of stuff in our graveyard with this hand. I think Seer is the weakest card, huh? It's usually a pretty good removal. I've seen that in quite a few decks. That, which is Drew the Seer. This is really good to get rid of like an Ouroboros when they drop it, as long as you keep mana open. There's not a lot of removal in red that can get rid of an Ouroboros for only 2 mana. We'll put that one back in our hands so we actually have a fix. So we might actually keep the Seer open next turn. We'll see. You really like the Revelation, huh? Yeah, the Revelation I think is perfect in a deck like this. Especially because it gets back your fix and you can hit your creatures. Okay, they're a graveyard deck. Double Seer. Okay, they're Galta. I guess I didn't even look to see what they had. They're Galta, so they're just a reanimating Galta deck. We're dead next turn, aren't we? We have no way to get rid of their graveyard. Galta's gonna drop next turn from this. We can't get rid of it. Seers do nothing. Try gaining a little life, maybe? I don't know. Put that in the yard. Yeah, we're just in trouble. Yep, sounds funny. I can't believe anybody would play a Dino deck, man. Who are these people? It's kind of poetry that I switched from the Dino deck to this one and we get crushed by a Dino deck. It's almost like you can script that, right? Yeah, Can of Chunky. That's best of one for you. You're always gonna have a couple certain situations where you're just never gonna be able to beat them. That's where sideboards come into play. Fix what's broken. See, this isn't a great hand because we have nothing to we don't have a discard card. This feels a lot better. We'll get rid of the Seer. We'll regret that as soon as we need it. Alright. Ugh. We don't have any way to get red mana yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, 2 life. This. Discard. Terror. Oh, shoot. I missed that Tiny Bones was there. Man, now they're running cards that just counter our strategy here. We need to find removal for Tiny Bones. You know, the Seer that we got rid of and threw at the bottom of our deck is biting us right now. Let's do this to try to find Bitter Triumph. And we'll keep that up. I guess that is Menace. We could have attacked him. We got Heat. Got rid of that. Get rid of the Peak. Still think we just Bitter Triumph. Problem is we can't discard to it because of this. I mean, we can discard a land. Double Terror seems very good. Let's look back here. Do we have... Can just bring these back. Oh, that's just the one. This is going to be risky if I do it this way. We need to get rid of that card. Yeah, I need to have the creatures in the yard. I only have the one creature that can come back because of the tiny bones. We can cast this. Actually, let's do this. That's not great. Let's try to find something else we can discard. A Bitter Triumph? Yeah, we could play that on their turn. I'm gonna do this to try to preserve our life total. And if we get a land, we could do another Dragon Storm. I guess we couldn't bond. Oh. Another Terror from the Peaks. Four? Okay. And now we're down to shoot. We can go up. Do this. Gain some life. Shoot, we didn't have enough there. We can get this down. Triggers that. Discard that. Let's see what they do. Because they can break this. They should be able to win this turn. They can get the 3 casting costs. What do they got? 4, 5. I guess they can't turn this on also, can they? We can't get anything else in our graveyard, unfortunately. We can get Fear of Missing Out and with Terror of the Peaks, but I guess we're going to take 2 here. Steel Chamber, okay. We're not going to have enough. I mean, we can get this down. That doesn't do it. We can try this. That doesn't do it. We do get a double attack, but that's not going to do it either. It doesn't really matter here. They got it. GG. It was a close one. They had way too many graveyard shenanigans to stop us from throwing things in our yard. If we would have had, you know, two of those creatures would have been in your yard rather than exiled, we could have won that one. Ain't that true, Chunky? Ain't that true? Never see cards like the Void until you play these decks. Yeah, we can try this, I guess. Do this tap, so we'll get the Dragon Storm down right away. That is one of the best surveils I've ever seen with this deck. Now we just need to find our card. We are playing against Jeskai, so that is something to note. Because they'll hold up counter spells like crazy. See, this is the other issue that I have with a deck like this. We're relying on one spell really for us to win, and they could just hold up a counter and really cause problems with it. I mean, we're just gonna start casting these for the cost of 5 once we have 1 more mana. They counter them, they'll go to our bin, that's fine. Just need to find that last land. Yep. Yep, hard cast them. I just gotta get up to 5 mana. We're not there yet. Alright, they're tapped out. This is where we need land, but we'll probably not find it. But they're getting double, so they're gonna start getting their spells that could just kill us real quick here. Just try to gain more life here. We didn't find our land. We're going to exile that so that they can't. Slow them down a little. I mean, they have 6 mana. It's not like we're slowing them. 7 mana. They can do Revelation or whatever they want to now. Yep. Just need land. $16 cards down. At least 4 land. Holy crap, we found one. Let's get a Terror of the Peaks counter. Does bounce our Dragonstorm back, which is good. Yep. Bounced the land back. Well, that's a bummer. I think I do have worse luck than you would play in this deck. But that's okay. The funny thing is I played it, my version that I made of this with the Terror of the Peaks, and it played fantastic. I think it's just the luck of the draw. That's all it is. Just how the meta changes on Arena hour to hour. So they have 3 mana available, but they have no blue, so they can't counter anything. I think I Seer and I Dragonstorm. Purposely not, because they'll just kill one of these, so it doesn't really do anything. I kind of want to advance our board state a little bit, or not our board state, but advance our progress of finding what we're trying to do here. Okay, the Helix us. Yeah, land. That ain't gonna do it. We have 3, 4. I mean, we're in good shape if we find the card. Yeah, we got plenty in the yard. We got Terror of the Peak, 2 Terror of the Peaks, a Storm Shriek, and a Slash. I mean, it's plenty for what we want to do. We just got to find the payoff card. I mean, they got a full grip of cards. I got the loot. We'll go after that with the defeat. Nope. That's game. GG. We'll try it one more game for the night, and then we'll have to hang up. It's getting pretty late. It is interesting that we got a new mill deck now, because I've been seeing that one around now the last couple days. Lots of Terror of the Peaks to discard. I guess we'll try it. See if we can hit some good surveil action too. We'll keep that. Yeah, we did have 2 mills in 3 games. Wouldn't that be funny if this is a mill deck too? They're just using the sneak one. Purge. Man, we were getting flooded now. Veil. Demir. Hey, look, another mill deck. we called it. But on the plus side, as long as we could find our answer, how many fixes did they mill? 1, 2, 3. Okay, they milled every single fix that's in our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is crazy. Wow. All right. I mean, I think we want to keep those in our hand now. I can't believe they milled every single fix. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, and that's the win con next turn. We do have the defeat, though. Look at that. The small victories in life. They have another sneak. Draw 2 cards. I think we gotta just do Terror of the Peaks and then hope we can go crazy from there. 'Cause this has haste. Green Beavers. Yeah, I think we do. Now they can't sneak something, so that's something to be happy about. Oh, now they can. Okay, they're not winning this turn. Can get double on this. Double attack. We do do this. Kill that. Defense out, no attack. We'll go for that one. And we're 1 off winning. Let's see if they can do it. They have a land and a river churn. Do they have a land? They don't. Oh my god. We got so lucky on this one. If they would have had a land, they could have just turned on the exhausted the river churn for the win. We pulled it out. There we go. GG. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody tonight for watching. It's been a while since I've been on. I'm going to try to be on tomorrow night as well. So if you guys could, tune in tomorrow night around the same time. And thank you all. It's great hearing from you. Definitely go to the Discord and drop any deck lists or anything you want to share. It's in the description. As well as, can I do that? Okay, I don't have it handy for taping or for typing. But thank you all. Appreciate it. Have a fantastic night. And we'll see everybody later. GG's.